Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. I am Melody McAllister. I am the director of ASTE. I'm here with two co-hosts tonight. Anthony, unfortunately, can't join us tonight. Anthony, wherever you are, happy day to you. But in his place, I have board member and iDidaContest chair, Beline Carlson, and a wonderful friend from book creator, Jen Cousins. And we've got so much to share tonight, but I'm so glad that you guys could join us. What we love to do, actually, you know what? Before we give out some shout outs, Beline and Jen, why don't you take turns and tell us a little bit about yourselves?
I'll go. So my name is Beline Carlson. I'm with the Education Department with KPBSD is my job, but I'm also the president of the ASTE Council for Social Studies, and most importantly for this point is that I am the iDida chair for the iDida contest this year, and it's been super fun. It's been a huge learning curve, but it's been amazing, and I've had a ton of fun with it. Born and raised Alaskan, love book creator, love like getting kids engaged in technology education. I love giving kids the opportunity to really empower them and empower their voice, and bringing in Indigenous culture and education or languages, because I think that is so important right now. It's been important, it's always important. And so it's really exciting to be able to kind of bring together all these different organizations that I'm involved with and give kids the opportunity to put what they have to say out on a world, out to the world. It's what I'm hoping to do.
Awesome. I love when you could join us, Beline, and you are always welcome to join us every time we have an ASTE Connect live stream. Because I love what the energy that you bring and the brilliance that you bring every time you're with us. So thank you for joining us tonight. And we also have our guest, Jennifer Cousins. She's from Book Creator. Jennifer, tell us a little bit about what you do with Book Creator and just your background if you want.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on tonight. I'm the partnerships manager for the West Coast. So I work with all of our school districts on the west side of the country. I've been with Book Creator going on 4 years now as the partnerships manager. It's really fun role because I get to work directly with schools and educators and help introduce Book Creator and similar goals of giving students choice and voice and opportunities to express themselves in a book. I'm located here in very snowy Colorado, where we've gotten our first snowstorm. So that's been kind of exciting. Everybody's getting out their skis and their snowboards and their fat bikes. And so it's going to be a good weekend. So thanks for having me, and excited to talk about our part in the ASTE and being part of it this year.
I can't wait too. And we've gotten stoned the last couple of weeks, Jen. I was hoping that here in Anchorage we would make it to past Halloween, but we didn't. And so we've been dealing with it. And Beline, where you are in, I know you're in Anchorage tonight, but do you guys have a lot of snow too? Did you get it? It's like in Homer, right?
We got dumped on a little bit, but then it warmed up and it all melted and went away. So
Good for you. You win. You win. Awesome. All right, we're gonna get to the iDida really quick in just a minute, but I always love to give shout outs to educators who are doing great. And I have an amazing educator that is in my mind. I got to sub for her today. Her name is Danelle Spalla, and she's just an incredible educator. You know how when you go into somebody's class and you literally like walking in and being able to teach it like that, that's how she is just so amazing. She's got a great relationship with her kiddos, her students, and they are all like, I think between like 6th to 9th grade. So it was just such a fun day to sub for her class today at Highland School here in Anchorage, and it was just wonderful. So I want to give her a shout out. How about you, ladies? Do you have anybody that you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Cheryl Bobo, who is on our ASTE board. She is the partners chair, I think is what it's called, but she's also involved with code.org, and she's working for a local district. I'm not sure if it's the Anchorage School District or Matsu, but she's involved. She's got her fingers everywhere too. But she, like, her energy as well. I mean, she's always just trying to connect things and bring things together. She's super excited. I know she's been heavily involved with Book Creator and bringing it out to some different districts and she wants to do a train the trainer program with that, talks about that, and then providing code.org, which is like a free program for school districts. You know, she's really like, you know, we've all got budget cuts coming, we all know it, and she's just like, you know, anything that we can do to support our school districts, support our teachers, support our our students, that isn't going to break the bank is what she's all about. And it makes my heart happy to hear another person as passionate as we all are to give students as much as we can. So yay for Cheryl Bobo.
Yes, and I think Cheryl's like one of two book creator ambassadors in Alaska. So we need we need some more ambassadors. But Cheryl, yes, but Cheryl really does work hard, and we're so glad she's on our team and all the work that she does for teachers and students here in Alaska. Wonderful. Any more teacher shout outs?
I mean, all of them. Thank goodness we have teachers. Thank goodness we have teachers in Alaska.
I know. Listen, it's TGIF Alaska. It's what time it's here. It's almost 5 here in Alaska. So on the East Coast, it's like getting close to 9. So listen, we know TGIF for everybody that is watching and you're a teacher. We are so grateful for you because we really do help this world spin around. And so kudos to all of you. Before we get to the book creator part of it, Beline, I get a lot of emails all the time. Just like, and I send them to you frantically, like I'm afraid to answer them. I'm afraid to answer because I don't want to answer incorrectly. But just a really quick question. Most of the things that we know about Book Creator that we've loved in the past, are those still a part of of the changes that we've made for this year?
As far as I understand, yes, absolutely. Like Book Creator has been amazing in creating templates and tools for people to just jump into the iDidaContest so that it's not a huge reach. It's not reinventing the wheel every time. I mean, the templates, as far as I understand it, like you guys have templates for most, if not all, of our categories this year. So a teacher could, take advantage of the free categories or take advantage of the free accounts and make a book for their students and allow their students to kind of jump in and have that sort of the training wheels and scaffolding that they need to maybe it'll be their first time entering the iDidaContest. So I think that's awesome.
Right. And if you've been doing the iDidaContest, like some of our teachers have been doing it for many years, really nothing really has really changed, just some upgrades, right? Like the visual storytelling is taking over the movie. A teacher asked me today, it's still 2 minutes long. Like, yeah. So don't worry. You can go to, I just dropped the website in the comments, but you can go to ASTE.org/iDidaContest and you can find out like where our rubrics are and any updates that you want for this year. And really, we just kind of built on it. I hope I'm not saying any wrong. Yeah.
So my goal with this was to streamline it and make it more user friendly. So what I did is I went in, I saw the categories, and I kind of looked at how things had been judged in the past. And then I built the rubrics that I think that the rubrics used to be more teacher and judge friendly. And I wanted to make it more student friendly. So even a student can get on, see what the requirements are, see how it's spelled out, see the examples that are given. And a student would be able to create whatever their project is based on those rubrics. So if it's student-centric, then it will be more teacher-centric. And of course, that makes it more judge-centric, more easier for judges, right? Because we teach to the edges and we lift everyone up that way. So like my goal really was just to make it more user-friendly. So nothing significant, like as far as like the requirements are changed, it's maybe the formatting looks a little different, but the format should be more user-friendly. And I think I haven't seen feedback from people from that yet, but.
Awesome. I love that. I love that you just said that it's more, and some of the projects that I'm seeing when I go into classes, some of my favorite teachers, they do have like the students are judging themselves or critiquing themselves or evaluating, and then the teacher also evaluates. So I love how that falls in line with it. Is there anything else you would like to offer before we kind of go to the book creator part of it? I think you froze. Jen, do you see me?
I see you. Yeah, I think she may be frozen.
There you go. There's Beline.
It's like, awesome. I think you guys are frozen. I was like, what's going on here? I was trying not to move too much. So it's like, well, I think what you were talking about was like letting students be the leaders in our classroom. And I think, we know from research, we know from John Hattie that self-reported grades is the #1 push for student learning. Like that, if you can figure out how to make self-reported grades happen in your classroom, then that's going to have the greatest impact on student achievement in your classroom. It's hard, it's a big lift sometimes, but the first step is training students how to read a rubric, training students how to even design their own rubrics based on standards. Like, so we all learned as educators backwards design. Why don't we teach our students backwards design? Oh, standard says you have to do X, Y, and Z. How do we know if you're successful at doing X, Y, and Z? Okay, now that we know what success looks like, what are the steps we need to get there? And I've literally trained 5-year-olds to do this. I have trained them to do this. So I know it can be done. I believe in it. I believe in empowering students. And once students know that they're the ones who are in charge of their own education, then all of a sudden relevance, engagement, classroom behaviors, all of those problems that we're constantly fighting, they go away because the students are the ones who are in control of their classroom. They're the ones who are in control of their learning. And empowering those kids, especially kids from marginalized communities, from rural, remote communities who have felt colonized communities, who have felt like things have been done to them their whole lives. Once they're the ones who can take control of their world, like it's boom, they're off and they're running. I love it so much. Yes.
Awesome. I love that. And I feel like if this is something, if you're listening and this is something you're like, I could never do, or you feel like a little bit overwhelmed with that, I like how our IDIDA contest, it can help you bring that into your classroom and be a real motivator.
Yeah, and it doesn't, you don't have to reinvent the wheel for your whole classroom all year. Take a couple weeks and experiment. And you've got Book Creator there who's like lifting you up with this template. Just give it a try. Dip your toes in a little bit. And it could be that, maybe it's not going to work for you this year with this group of students or whatever, but it might. And your kids might grab a hold of it. And all of a sudden, you're sitting back on your desk with your feet kicked up, reading the newspaper, and your class is running itself. Because, kids are excited about technology and they love to play the games. And if all of a sudden their homework goes away because they're making cool stuff online, worksheets or video games, I'd rather do video games, and video games can be very educational. So
they can. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, thank you for everything that you've been doing to create the, to update the iDidaContest and make it more student friendly. I love that. But guys, remember also that this is for teachers. There's also contests for the teachers to put into, and there's cash prizes. We really need to get it out there. Cash prizes, everybody. Cash prizes for students, cash prizes for teachers. Okay.
So one of the things that I did this year, and I'll admit, I was trying to attract in the Educators Rising kids, the high school kids. I was trying to bring them into the fold too, but I also want to see teachers get excited about this, is the EdTech lesson plan / project. So if you have, and I'm not talking about not necessarily teaching technology, but I'm talking about integrating technology into the learning experience. So if you're doing something cool with whatever tech that you've got using in your classroom, whether it's a physical piece like an iPad or using Book Creator or anything like that, if you've got something awesome that you're using to teach your students content, please submit that lesson plan, please. And you can use whatever formatting you want to, follow the rubric, just submit that. And then if you've got a classroom that's super tech integrated, and I'm not talking about a computer lab, but I mean you've figured out how to take those iPads and put them into a station rotation in your classroom, please show us your classroom design, even if it's pictures of what's going on in your classroom, or maybe you created a blueprint for how a great EdTech classroom looks like. Or maybe you're a high school student or a junior high student and you have an idea for a great lesson plan, or you have an idea for a magic classroom that you want to give us a virtual walkthrough on. Please, submit those things. What would your ideal classroom look like? So those are two new categories, is the lesson plan and the EdTech classroom, to bring in those teachers and those students who are excited about education.
I love that. Kudos to you. That's brilliant. I love it so much. I was really excited when I saw that. And this gives to a great segue. Jennifer Cousins is with us. Jennifer, tell us, okay, when you want me to present, I will. I am ready to go. But how would you like, there's just so much that you guys are doing to help our membership and our ASTE community be amazing with Book Creator. So where would you like to start?
Yeah, we can definitely bring the book up, but thanks for giving me a little segue here. I appreciate that. Also, cash prizes, and I do want to see what the students come up for, for their ideal classroom. That sounds really exciting. But yeah, we have created a template to go along with the iDidaContest, But if you're not familiar with Book Creator, maybe you've never used Book Creator, this is a good way to get introduced to it, but it's really a tool for students to be creative. So it enables students to use a ton of different digital formats, whether it's video, voice record, camera. They can draw within Book Creator. But the great part, after they finish the projects, as a teacher, you can publish those projects and you can share them with the parents. You can share them with the community. You can print out a QR code and put it in the classroom, but really driving that student engagement because they're creating something that other people are going to see. And another super exciting feature is when you publish something and it's read somewhere across the country, kids get to see that. We have those analytics, and so that's really huge. Our company, a lot of us are in the UK, so some of the people that work will send us books and be like, read this book, so that way their kids' books pop up all over the map. So that's a really fun feature. But we have created this template to go along with the iDidaContest, and it's kind of broken down in two different parts. So the beginning are templates. Let's see if we go.
I love that little husky, by the way. That's
I know, the stickers are so fun. And you can use those stickers in other books too. So snag them out of here and use them all the time. So, but we've got the contest here. And then the first couple of pages are really templates to use in the classroom that align with the project. So giving students an opportunity to talk about themselves. On the next page, they get to talk about their culture, their ethnicity, and they can do that in a variety of different ways, whether they want to record their voice or put in a video or take pictures of things from their homes. So that's a great opportunity for them to get to share who they are and start thinking about that as they're working on the project. We've included a brainstorm page. So if you're doing it as a class project, you can brainstorm, or even individually, that's there for you. And then this is the project plan. So as a teacher, there's a remix button up there at the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to remix that, and then you're going to put it in your library, and you can play around with how you want to use it, whether you use all the pages or 1 or 2 pages. And then we have put the rubric in there too. So it's kind of nice because it gives students or teachers an opportunity to look at each section and determine which one that works best for them or that they want to work on for their project. And it's all broken down there.
So Jen, when they choose like which one that they want to do, can they take out, like when they copy this and make it their own, or remix it, and make it their own, they can take out any pages that don't pertain to like what their project is about?
Exactly. That's the nice thing about the templates. If you go to a page view, you can mix and match the pages. So you could make like a 2-page template that just has the pages that you need. And then at the back are those stickers. You can use those stickers here. You can use them in other books, but I thought they did such a good job. Like, how cute are these stickers? So definitely.
Those extra tufts. That's so Alaskan. That's awesome.
We get the moose and they're super fun.
Well, and something that I absolutely love about this guide is that really they're creating a portfolio. You know, it stays from the beginning to the very end. And this is available for teachers too, who are actually doing their projects as well for the iDidaContest. But it takes the students step by step. And this is kind of like the student friendly version that we're talking about. Like Beline was saying, you know, it's driven by our students. And so it takes them step by step. Once we introduce it to them, I just think this is such a student friendly template and something that helps them really kind of, like you said, backwards planning. I just love it. I can't say enough about it. I think it's adorable, but it's also just like helping them. If they've never created a portfolio, it's giving them that opportunity to share their learning.
Well, and let's talk about how powerful it is to have a student-created portfolio for student-led conferences during parent-teacher time. It is nice to be able to have your kids actually lead the conference, because what parent doesn't love to see amazing, beautiful digital artwork that their kids created? It makes parent-teacher conferences go a lot smoother, I find.
For sure. For sure. Jen, is there anything else about this book, or do you want me to bring up the template, the ASTE template library? How would you like this to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think that covers that book. It definitely bring up that library, because that library is also filled with really helpful resources. And we are still offering the free upgrade as an ASTE member. So we want to make sure people take advantage of that so that they can get all of those features within Book Creator too.
And I am going to drop that link. All right, Book Creator Premium Upgrade. And if you already have the upgrade, share this with a friend, you know? So I just dropped that link for everybody. Okay, so this is the link. If you see it, it's a long link, but just click on it and get your upgrade. All right, and tell us about this template library just for our ASTE members, Jen.
Yeah, so we've put together this library. I have a feeling it will continue to grow, but we've picked some specific resources that we've put in here. So definitely take a look at those. I love the vocabulary notebooks. I'm sure most of you are doing vocabulary notebooks in some format. And these are really fun. They're really easy to use. You can put pictures of different vocabulary words. So great way to kind of take something that you may already be using and make it a little bit more fun. It gives students an opportunity to record themselves. So definitely check out those. But these are just some of our favorite resources. So we wanted to compile them all for you so that you can use them. We have the September journal there. The November journal should be available too. If we haven't popped it in there yet, I will. And we'll have a December one. So great activities for the holidays. I really like Thanksgiving. Just think about doing, I just saw some students made an I'm thankful book. So each student did a page about what they were thankful, and they drew pictures and recorded themselves explaining why. And what a fun project. And then being able to send that home to the parents so that they can read that over Thanksgiving break. I think that's a fun way to utilize Book Creator around the holidays too.
For sure. Belen, did you want to say, I know you had something about the science of learning, or?
Oh, I'm just thinking, did we freeze up? Oh, you freeze up. Okay.
No.
I was just thinking, what a great resource if teachers could get together and put some of the tips that they're using to support science of reading in their classrooms and be able to share those resources together for that. And then we also have the new Alaska Social Studies standards coming down the pike pretty quick. Super excited to see that happen. I mean, you guys realize that we were like getting an F. Alaska Social Studies standards were not. I believe that the phrase that was used was that we didn't really believe that the rest of the United States existed because we didn't have it in our standards. But so that's one of the groups that I'm involved with is the Alaska Council for the Social Studies. So we're excited about those standards coming through. But so Book Creator would definitely be a help for us to be able to collaborate and put stuff out there for the rest of the teachers to use to support that new requirement that's coming through for us. And then I have to go pretty soon, but I did want to mention that people who may or may not be on the fence about coming to the ASTE conference, that this year we're having a prom. So,
all right,
you
heard it. You heard it first. You heard it first, community, from here. Yes, we are having a prom at ASTE. And we have a prom committee. We have a prom committee. Belen, are you on our prom committee?
I hope so.
You can be on our prom committee. You can definitely be on it.
I promise this time I won't spike the punch.
Oh my gosh. Actually, Belen, we're all adults. We're going to be adults there. So
oh my God, we can spike the punch for real. Yes. And I won't get detention this time. That's awesome. All right, yes. I'm going to take off. I'm going to leave you guys.
All right. Thank you, Belen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate everything that you do for us and for Alaskan educators and students. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Good to see you.
Well, thank you, Jen, so much. And I can pull it back up. I know she wanted to really give that sneak peek about the prom. So that's exciting. But we're so excited to just, team up with Book Creator this year and really give something. It's just a gift. It really is such a gift to give our teachers and our students. And we just thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to share? And I can pull up the screen one more time if you like.
Nope, it's fine. That's great. Definitely check out the template. And also just know that we're here. There's a whole team of us book creator members. So we're always happy to hop on a call or help a teacher out. So if you get stuck with the templates or just want to know more about book creator, then please reach out to us. We're here for that.
And I got to say, I've been a fan and I've been a user of Book Creator for many years. And I think that's what makes ed tech companies that are really strong and just keeps, they just keep going and keep getting better. You are definitely, Book Creator is one of those companies that just keeps getting better. And honestly, just like what you were saying, because you guys as a team are so available. I have quite a few friends in Book Creator that I've kept through the years, and I love it. That's what keeps you guys so like why does it have to be Friday, and why do I have to be tired?
But it's okay. We all, I mean, it really is like we all love our job so much and like love talking to educators and doing it. So it probably comes through anytime you're having a conversation with one of us because, yeah, we're all really passionate about it.
It really does. And you guys have stood the test of time. And I know that it's just going to keep getting better. And we are thankful and grateful for everything that Book Creator has done for our ASTE community. And I've dropped all of those links, but y'all don't worry. I'll keep dropping them. I'll keep sharing them in our community. If you haven't joined our Facebook community, you want to make for sure that you do that. There's a lot of amazing educators already there. And we're just helping each other grow. Jen, thank you so much for joining us again. Anytime you want to come, And honestly, I want to invite you to our prom, Jen. I don't know about your high school experience, but I feel like as adults, we're going to have a much better prom at ASTE this year. Just saying.
It sounds amazing. If I can't go, I'm very jealous. It sounds like a great time.
Yes. Well, everybody, thank you. Whether you caught us live or you're watching the replay, we really appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Also, thank you to all the veterans out there. We're just about to hit Veterans Day. We want to thank all of our veterans and their families for the sacrifices that they have made for us. We really appreciate you. It's been a really long week. It's been an emotional week for a lot of us, for everybody probably. And we just appreciate everybody who's in our community. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.